Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Talk back in the video today. And Chiefs star tight end Travis Kelce is going to be out tonight against the Detroit Lions in the 2023 season kickoff. The Detroit Lions at the Kansas City Chiefs. Travis Kelce was questionable with the knee injury that he suffered the other day in practice and was going to be a game-time decision. And here is what a tweet from Ian Rappaport, Rap Sheet from NFL Network, tweeted. Source this: Chiefs star tight end Travis Kelce is out tonight against the Lions. He made an effort. Either way, the bone bruise should not keep him out long term. Apparently, the Chiefs felt like it was a good decision for them to think about long term, longer in the season, whether about one game tonight, and maybe get hurt again if he would play. And he tried to go out there and try to maybe suit up tonight for the Kansas City Chiefs, but it just wasn't going to be able to do it. I will say, not as someone who has Kansas City, someone who has Travis Kelce on fantasy. I know a lot of fantasy owners are freaking out about Kelce playing Week 1, but here's my question for other people who are big fantasy football people and people who have Travis Kelce. Would you rather have him Week 1? And, maybe him not do so great because his knee is not 100%, and take the chance of him potentially getting hurt again and losing him for longer? Or would you rather him not play Week 1, maybe suffer a little bit Week 1 in fantasy, and then have him the rest of the season all healthy? I'd rather go option B all day as a Travis Kelce owner in fantasy. But that's if you have Travis Kelce in fantasy, if you please answer that question in the comment section. Would you rather go A, play him tonight, not 100% knee, or take the chance of him getting hurt again when he might not do so well because his knee is not 100%, or him not play tonight and you have him the rest of the season in fantasy, and he'll be Travis Kelce throughout the rest of the season, because this is a Thursday night football game. You have some time off because your next game is going to be the next Sunday after this, because you won't play till September 17th. You play against the Jacksonville Jaguars, so you have some extra time off. You have the next 3 days off and then a week off, so you have the next 10 days off. He has 10 days of rest. An extra 3 days of rest with them having the Thursday night football game. So he will be ready to go in Jacksonville when the Chiefs travel to Jacksonville Week 2 against the Jaguars. So I think this should be fine for fantasy owners and for the Chiefs and for Travis Kelce. As of for tonight, I don't know if I see the Chiefs beating the Lions without Travis Kelce. Patrick Mahomes this is an unfamiliar offense. I mean, Juju Smith-Schuster and Eric Bieniemy, offensive coordinator and number one wide receiver from that Bieniemy has been there to start for his whole career. And then Juju was his number one wide receiver last season, are gone. There's a lot of new faces in this wide receiver group. Travis Kelce, he's also without Travis Kelce tonight. Obviously has Kadarius Toney and Marquez Valdes-Scantling from last year, but there's new names like Justin Ross and Rasheed Rice and Richie James Jr. that he'll be throwing the ball to tonight. So there are some new names in that wide receiver group. And Detroit, they're a good team. With Kelce out, C.J. Gardner-Johnson will be guarding new Lions cornerback from that they signed from the Eagles, who had an outstanding season with the Eagles last year. He'll be guarding the number one wide receiver, whether that's Kadarius Toney or whether that's Marquez Valdes-Scantling or whether that's Sky Moore. So all night, C.J. Gardner-Johnson will be on the number one wide receiver for the Kansas City Chiefs with Kelce out, because Gardner-Johnson was going to be guarding Travis Kelce tonight, but Kelce's out. So in that case, Gardner-Johnson will most likely be guarding the wide receiver one for whoever's playing. It will probably be Valdes-Scantling that Gardner-Johnson will be guarding. So that's a hard matchup for either Valdes-Scantling or Kadarius Toney, because that's the matchup they were probably not prepared for, because they were probably planning. They were probably planning on C.J. Gardner-Johnson matching up against Travis Kelce, but. Honestly, I think the Lions win this one tonight, 24-20. New familiar faces, unfamiliar faces in the wide receiver group for Patrick Mahomes. No Kelce. Juju Smith-Schuster left for the Patriots. Eric Bieniemy left for the Commanders. So I think this could be a little bit of adjustment for Mahomes in week 1. And the Lions, not only that, does it make it a little bit harder that the Lions are a really good team. They're underrated. Jamar Gibbs, they have him in the backfield, and David Montgomery. That's the new 2 running backs for the Lions. They have Amon-Ra St. Brown and Marvin Jones. That's Jared Goff's 2 wide receivers. They drafted Sam Laporta as the tight end. They have an upgraded defense. Emmanuel Mosley's out tonight, but they added in C.J. Gardner-Johnson. They drafted Jack Campbell in the draft in the first round with the 18th overall pick. They added in a couple other pieces in the draft. They have second-year player who was a top 3 pick in last year's draft, Aiden Hutchinson. So this is a good defense, a really solid defense that has improved, after last season. This is a defense that has improved, and going against a Kansas City Chiefs offense where Mahomes is without Kelce and has lost 2 names in Juju Smith-Schuster and Eric Bieniemy. I think the Lions could very well have their way tonight against the Kansas City Chiefs, and I think they will, winning 24-20. You guys let me know your thoughts on Travis Kelce being out tonight for the Kansas City Chiefs, and give me your predictions for week 1 with the Kansas City Chiefs and the Detroit Lions. That's it for the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.